A Demon and His Rain Day by Don Young. Humans live a short life. It entertains by being damaged. It shines off of meanings. Let me tell you a story about it. Before we get off our duty, guarding this light in their nights. For living and leaving and returning souls. Humans pray. They need demons. Once upon a time there was a little demon. He was impulsive and careless, a student in demon school, a school skipper. He allowed himself to wandering daydreams as long as the trees were blooming.
Humans pay a great price for what they don't need.
They gather in temples and shopping malls.
Humans produce many lights and colors.
They trap themselves in crowds and swear at it.
Humans want to be convinced.
They stay around power and entertainment.
Humans are always on their way going home.
Mom, why can't I have another chocolate cup?
Because you just had the 8th one today. I can't forget that dress. I must buy it.
But it will cost you 1 month rent and even not your size. Can't make sense with her if it is about a dress. I really can't do it anymore. They only kiss the ass of the old kind of get places.
You are late again. Couples, friends, boots in show windows, a schoolboy.
The young demon listened to humans. He heard their thoughts, their memories, and their futures. In the end, the girl would marry the one who could afford a 3-bedroom apartment in this city when she was still young and attractive. That night, the boy would forge his mother's signature on his test paper. This cleaning lady had eaten only noodles for 2 months to save money for those pair of boots in the show window. No one would stay his friend when he was in trouble. He saw humans living in bubbles, light, fragile,
Celebrating,
haphazard, transient,
sparkling,
insufficient, amusing.
untouchable.
Hi, what happened? Are you crying for the ice cream? Why? Is it so good?
Unfortunately, the demons cannot taste human food.
Humans have desires. Desires make humans human. Why cry? Why laugh? Why angry? Why do they have to hurt each other? He read every thought of humans, but never understood their feelings. His sight followed them, while he could only stay outside the bubbles. No one has ever known he was here. No one has seen him. They walk on the pathway every day, being sad, but can't feel the sorrow. Having a dream, can't remember.
About a little girl. Since birth, dreams have been seeded in us and keep growing until our hearts die. She was the one staying away from the bright scenes. When the shadows waving with the wind, her mind started to sail in an imagined ocean. She heard trees growing, clouds transforming. She sensed the autumn coming when the others celebrated the summer. She intuited the stars would fall when the crescent appeared. She heard the secrets told by the world. She shared the secrets with nobody. Since ever, home meant a place to get away.
As soon as possible, as far as possible.
Love meant
Demanding, abuse, crime. Being alone was a blessing. The only entrance to freedom.
caring for her, the sunlight became soundless.
The time became timeless.
Do you know, every encounter in life is determined the same as to be apart.
The little demon liked flying in rain. Human created colors dissolving in water, flowing as a river towards the horizon, wetting the sky. The raindrops broke the bubbles. The world of humans was fenceless. He got closer to peek into every window, collect more colors, to paint the stored stories in his brain. It was another rainy day. A window attracted our little demon who was hovering among an old city block. Because the green of ivy around it deeper, the scent of rain tender. He flew down to it. Or because of her, the way she was gazing.
It seemed to her that her soul was melting, weaving with raindrops in an unknown space, where he could not peek into, where he didn't know what was happening. It was how they met each other. Sharing a view under the sky. Getting wet together. Did she actually see him? No.
It gave him a moment of illusion when she saw him. Never wishing so much to be seen by a human, he felt alive and gaze. See me. See! How about this? He tried something stupid or funny in her sight, but ended up feeling disappointed or frustrated because she was apparently not looking at him. She didn't see him at all. Even so, he came back to her window again and again. It was a call for him when she lighted her room, as saying there was a seat ready for him. He was longing for her gaze, wished to imprint himself into her eyes. Behind the sound of rain, he heard the silence in her room.
She stopped reading when it rained, staring at the window in the daze at raindrops, crashing, moving on the window glass, listening to someone from a forgotten dream whispering to her ears, with the one she would share the secrets told by the world.
When the sunlight retreated from the city, when the flow of crowds splashed into the lights of groceries and dark corners, He was always with her, around her, beside her, near her, and every evening when she refused the moment going home.
The lights created by humans have destroyed the nights.
She spoke to herself, or him.
Towards where is the flood of the lights running? I don't know. But I guess many souls would drown in it tonight. Their vessels will wake up alone tomorrow morning, finding everything becoming easier without a soul.
He was with her when she was expelled from the classroom because of asking the wrong questions. She found no sense in the history explained in school. She decided to leave, walking on a path when no one noticed. Her steps firmly pacing towards the unsecured freedom, the unwanted truth, no matter what was the price to pay. How much he wished to protect her by pressing her fingers onto the thorns of the golden rose. Because he was the only one knowing how deeply she loved the world and how deeply the world hurt her in return. He wished to be her wings. The broad of the ship ferrying her to another side of the indifference.
He broke into her sleep. Every sound he heard from inside of humans dropped in her dreams, germinated into bloom.
His presence cultivated a forest where she lost her way again and again.
Where she found access to the time when God granted demons to humans, to their desires, to their fears, to their first and last prayer.
Before God died. He could never find a way to leave her window. He called her name in her dreams. She forgot his voice after waking up. Instantly, she caught a trace in the dusk when Crescent led her sight. Constantly, she lived alone in the world of humans.
His finger would never reach her skin. Is it completely impossible for them to touch each other? There was one chance, only once. Though our little demon often played hooky, he graduated from the magical school. As an adult demon, he was assigned to a position in another demon territory, where he couldn't visit her window anymore. He flew to her window again before taking leave for the job assignment. It was a rainy day. Applying to the magical power of an adult demon, he turned himself into a butterfly. It was the first time that our little demon got a physical body, existing in the world of humans. The raindrops were heavy. He didn't know how to control the fragile wings in the humid air and began to sense danger from every corner. Is this how it feels, being alive in this world? Are you okay? Would you like to come in? She finally saw him. To see and to be seen, to touch and to be touched. An instant to prove the existence of each other. What did happen after that moment?
There were two alternatives to end the story. The first one. Being able to love, you would be looking for your face among millions of people until you become everyone. You would travel through millions of places until finding home on each piece of dusty ground. He flew into her heart and became a part of it. She didn't know what had happened, but only felt a little needle burning in her heart. Does it hurt? As hurt as killing, and it would last until the end of her life. Everything inside of humans, also understands, feels. He isn't growing up. He lost his favorite toy in the 3rd grade of elementary school in the toilet.
She has nothing to love anymore. She has ruined her son's life by enforcing her love onto him.
Every night after work, he enters the basement and throws the business cards printed with golden letters into a pile of moldy shirts. He doesn't know that 10 years later, he will drive through his street in a fancy car and realize what he wants the most in his life is to regain the soft heart lost in his basement. She stands alone, seeing the blood of the city leaking away. She has no words. She walks along the rail 100 years after all the trains stopped running. She knows time is consuming everyone. Whoever cries out of fears, the younger or the older. Nothing she would do but turn away to look at the lights, drawing lines on the windows of the night bus. A manufactured galaxy, there blocking the mind of humans from the last possible adventure in the universe. The world is wide and deep. Again and again she craved to get drunk and drown in the lights, in the windows of the unknown, laughing at dinners with good or bad jokes, on a warm couch watching TV. in an illusion of home where humans want to be convinced. It never happens, because she knows. One would find a home only at a place where the truth lies, where nothing is promised, where lights are not required. Walking in wet shoes, she has something better.
The alternative one. Humans hate freedom, hate memories, hate whatever they can hate. Finally, they are happy. Our little demon didn't do anything. He released the spell, returned to his demon body, and flew away. The certification of magical school granted him great power to become an adult demon. He took the given position in a city far, far away and never visited a window again. He reads the thoughts of humans merely because of work. They are mostly boring, repeated, predictable,
Lifeless.
Once in a while, he might feel his heart moved a bit by a random fragment, but nothing more. His glances have never again broken through the hard shell of the city's gate. He lives his demon life at ease. It was a rainy day. The little demon flew over the city with a sack of human mental relics on his shoulder. Impulsively, he dived down to the blocks and hovered among lights behind the raindrops. A window drew his attention. Something started to roll inside of him. A sudden gust of wind blew the window open. The rain entered her room and wetted the book she was reading. The raindrops brought something in. Something so near to her heart that she didn't have to name it.
The entrance to a forgotten dream. The softest part of the soul. A gentle company. A window once open. Whose wing is sweeping along the surface of time. Who had spent the long night and shared the dawn with you? There was no answer. He flew away while she went back to her reading.
Is it all? It is. However, which end would you prefer for this story?